Have you ever heard of the Dark Triad personality? Psychologists have identified a personality type that tends to have three dark or negative traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. A narcissistic person is someone who is self-centered. Machiavellian is someone cunning, controlling, and manipulative. And a psychopath is someone who lacks emotions. Someone with this persona is manipulative, controlling, emotionless, and self-centered. Apart from that, you might be familiar with empathetic personality. These people understand others' emotions and feelings very well. But do you know what a dark empath is? It's time to meet a dark empath, a person who possesses the traits of the Dark Triad, as well as the capability to comprehend the feelings of other people. The dark empath is a skilled manipulator and may be the most harmful personality around us. There are no easy answers to how to deal with dark empaths. But in that case, knowing the signs of dark empath traits can be helpful for you to deal with such people. So, in this video, we're going to talk about the negative traits of a dark empath. Number 1, they struggle with their mental health. Dark empaths are more likely to suffer from anxiety and despair than other types of empaths, since they are aware of the complexity of their own personalities. The understanding that they have a tendency to manipulate and control other people might come into conflict with their capacity to feel and comprehend the feelings of others. And the harmony between the characteristics of the Dark Triad and empathy may make it simpler for them to make new friends and begin new relationships. But it may also make it more difficult for them to keep those friendships and relationships going. An important point to remember is that just because a dark empath is conscious of its tendency to exert control over others does not guarantee it will end employing those controlling feelings. They will probably continue to manipulate other people, even though they are emotionally capable and self-aware. Being emotionally decisive, dark empaths will couple this with feelings of self-loathing and a poor opinion of themselves, leaving them susceptible to various mental health issues. Number 2, they use others and their feelings. Dark empaths always use people for their personal interests and benefits. They don't care about someone's feelings and prefer getting their work done at any cost. They often play so professionally that we don't feel like we are being used. And the main tactic of dark empaths is they are skilled at being perfectly charming and getting their way without making a noticeable fuss. In short, they understand others very well and use it to manipulate people. And most of the time, when people realize that they've been played and become victims of a dark empath, they become helpless. Number 3, they have malignant humor. Dark empaths often have dark humor. Psychologists describe it as the worst type of humor, as their jokes are sarcastic and they indirectly bully others. They find joy in making fun of others who are below them. However, their sense of humor can also be a part of their charm, pushing them to make jokes about others' insecurities and weaknesses. Apart from that, dark empaths enjoy bullying others and love to have fun at someone else's expense. They play so professionally that their judgmental jokes often get a laugh. Number 4, expert at guilt tripping. Being dark empaths, they understand other people's emotions and often use them to guilt trip others. Dark empaths use their empathy to make others do what they want. And if you catch any of their negative traits, they will question your sanity instead of taking responsibility. And if that doesn't work, they will make you feel guilty about something that you have never done. Number 5, they have low self-worth. An interesting fact of this personality type is that they have low self-worth. It's certainly a puzzle how someone narcissistic can also display low self-respect. Their ego can be huge, but they will still need validation. This trait of theirs can easily make you doubtful of them being a dark empath. But if you pay close attention to their behavior, you'll see that their actions are still self-centered. Number 6. Self-aware. Dark empaths are aware of the complexities of their personality and often struggle with depression and anxiety. But it does not mean that they are willing to change themselves. For example, they are well known of their controlling and manipulative tendencies, but it does not mean that they will not use any chance to manipulate others. Number 7. They keep their emotional distance. Despite their open behavior, dark empaths always keep their emotional distance. They are never entirely vulnerable to anyone. Knowing they have shown their low self-worth or mental health struggles, it can be really hard to detect their narcissistic trait. Most dark empaths never fully disclose themselves to others, and they can make new relations and friendships, but find it hard to maintain them. And, without a logical reason, they often get detached from others. Number 8. Hide their real emotions. It is said that dark empaths have real emotions, but are most likely to hide them. Instead, they use their Dark Triad traits to manipulate people. Their knowledge of others' emotions makes it even easier to have the upper hand in relationships. Number 9. They are dominant in relationships. They tend to be dominant. On the other hand, dark empaths mainly apply subtle control in their relationships, which can signify that they are exerting their Dark Triad traits. If you pay attention to your relationship with them, all the compromises of your relationship are in their favor. Number 10. They are extroverted. Dark empaths have great social skills and can express their opinions easily. As a result, they can be great leaders. But this does not mean that every dark empath will always want to lead. They just don't like following others. And sometimes, they don't want to take on all the responsibilities of a leader, but enjoy the charm and opportunities a leader gets. Number 11. They are not really sincere. Dark empaths easily fake sincerity in a way to mask their motives. There's always a lack of genuineness in their emotions, even when they show full emotions. Dark empaths do have a conscience, but they don't actually use it. They are most likely to use their Dark Triad traits because they find joy in it. And even though they know what they are doing, they do not stop doing it. Number 12. Use manipulative tactics. As they can read the room and understand your needs, they will use their understanding to manipulate others. They know what they have to say in order to impress others. Dark empaths only want to impress others in order to get something they want. They blackmail others, play the victim card, and make others laugh through sarcasm and judgmental jokes to have the spotlight. They actually use the Dark Triad traits to live their life and only use their emotional understanding personality in order to manipulate others, most likely against them. Dark empathy is not a mental disorder. In fact, it's a personality type. This situation is not a lost cause. It's more like a difficult cause. Some psychologists believe this personality type is not the worst, as it still has empathic abilities. But in any case, dark empaths can be dangerous because they can use others' feelings against them. And they tend to understand others' feelings, but don't feel those feelings themselves. Dark empaths can pretend to care, but don't feel sympathy for others. Most likely, it is impossible to actually realize if you're dealing with a dark empath. This personality type might be the most dangerous one. As difficult as it is to detect a dark empath around you, it's important at the same time. That's it from today's video. If you have watched the complete video, you can easily find the dark empaths around you. If you already did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again with another video. What do you think about this? Give us your feedback if you find this video informative.